Hello, hello, hello. So, I lost the exit save after last time, and this was the last spot that I had saved it. So this is just going to be a brief little in-betweeny one. That'll probably be unlisted in the playlist because it's not really going to change anything. So that we can make sure that we've got all the stuff. In case it is any different. And I'll cut out big chunks of it in the middle so that we can check things. So we've got the suit. You're welcome to have a look at the suit perks and see them and read them for yourself. Obviously you can pause on those easy peasy moments. I don't know why I don't have a weapon equipped, but yeah, anyway, we'll skip to the next bit. We'll read all the Master Console stuff that is here. We'll have a look. Okay. Crowd control is unlocked elsewhere. Memos. Avow. Volk, you are a hard man to live up to. Always focused on the next target, the next job, the mission. You demanded the best, and no matter how hard I try from here on out, I'm not sure I'll ever live up to your expectations. You said that we'd fix things, just like the Mantises of old. You were hard on me because you wanted to make me strong, but now that you're gone, I have no choice but to be. Your mission doesn't die with you. It's the destiny of every master to be succeeded. I'll uphold the cause that you lived and died for, and I will break the trackers who betrayed you. The other Mantis. Volk was right. I've exhausted every lead I have on the Mantis. No activity or sightings for months, if not longer. They're either dead or they've gone dark indefinitely. No sense wasting more resources chasing a ghost. Found some reports of Razorleaf sightings in the Denibulus system. Finally crept out of our hole, did we? If she interferes with my mission, it'll be a mistake she'll come to regret. This is the old Mantis, I assume. Latest logs indicate number 1 brought on a new tracker. Someone calling themselves the Mantis. Whether this is an attempt to rise from the ashes or just another imitation attempting to take the mantle for themselves, I will not let anyone sully the reputation we worked so hard to build. Once I'm done with 43, I'll pay them a visit myself. We'll see how well they understand the gravity of the title they're so eager to claim. I do wonder if we didn't do the Mantis quest, how this quest would be different. It's got to be, right? Breakthrough. I'm finally getting through to the more resolute ones. Strain 4F seems to have pushed 13 into being more receptive. These lost souls cling to their convictions, and yet a little push from the right chemistry is all it'll take to redirect their will. I can tell that there's part of them that recognize the validity of my work. They simply need to excuse themselves. Sorry, they simply need the excuse to free themselves enough to admit it. There are times when a patient must be held down and have the cure forced upon them before they can recognize the disease. And if when faced with the rot they still turn away, then there's always the alternative. Perimeter check. Fleet member, west side, one shot, crawled away, watched on thermals, definitely bled out. Ship touching down, too close. Reinforcements? Send Oleg to check the body for any communications, in or out, but only when it's clear. I don't want to run the risk, even if it means loose threads. Additional measures. Today was a wake-up call. I thought that Oleg was safe within these walls since I control them, but as I grew confident, I grew less diligent. While performing maintenance to the pod bays, one of the newer hunters misinterpreted his work as an attempt to sabotage my operations and attacked Oleg. They're no longer a problem now, but I have to take more care with who I convert and how. These bounty hunters are dangerous when not properly controlled, and I won't soon be forgetting that. No room for any independent thought, only enough to follow my orders. I just regret Oleg had to be the one to suffer for me to learn this lesson. I managed to salvage his drive with some quick work and a reboot, but occasionally he'll revert to his default programming. Just for a second. I'll keep an eye on how he recovers for now, but I fear any more attempts to repair might be what puts him at risk. You know what they said. Almost ready. We're nearly there. They may be lost, but the hunters sent after me still have one role to play. Once enough to have turned away from them, I'll be able to put an end to those hypocrites on Aquila. The Trackers Alliance thinks themselves untouchable, but they'll all fall soon enough, one by one. The subjugated may be little more than drones, but the show of force I'll have marching in step behind me will be enough to ensure that my coming resolution. Revolution. Mate, come on! And when those remaining see just how many have come to agree with my methods, the rest will recognize my authority and fall in line. People desire direction above all. more so than when the cause is just. And the numbers I brought to my side don't lie. Neither do these hips. Number one, the numbers don't lie. And I'm starting to fear, boy. Is that the man in the wall or whatever haunting our silly, traumatized Cephalon? I can hear eerie noises in the back. The only time Warframe creeps me out is in the infected levels where you can hear them scream before they show up, and the thing whispering in the womb in the sky is calm and silent, and the sound effect with it. I'm familiar with some of the things you just said. I don't know. Shakira, yes. Alright. Trackers Alliance log. Opening files. Data partially restricted. Missing authorization from unknown. Redacted. Addition. Selena Winters. Designation Inc. Redacted. Designation Hollow. Jack. Designation Mantis. That's me. Elias Dukas. Resignation Atlas. Retired. None. MIA. Designation Chroma. Assignment The Mantis. Designation Redacted. Assignment Warden. Katrina Stevens. Designation Redacted. Assignment Ghost. Designation Topaz. Assignment The Mantis. Designation Gale. Assignment The Mantis. Yep. Deceased. Rebecca Masterson. Designation Nomad. Redacted. Designation Redacted. Mission metrics. Last 30 days. Successes. 152. Failures. 27. Recalled 4. Total take. 752,000. Expenses. 241. Promoted bounties. Designation The Mantis. Yeah. Yep. Alright. We have posters here. I do want to come back and check and see, once we've done other bounties, if this is going to change. We need to check this too. Alright, so we're checking this because we're making crowd control. We have to make a weapon. Now, sniper's sniper. Mag Pulse is the shotgun. Mag Shear is the assault rifle. Mag Storm is the heavy weapon, I believe, which is kind of like a minigun-ish. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. Okay. There's another sneeze. Oh, there's another one coming. Okay. No. Oh my god, another one. Hold on. Okay. We'll try that again. Okay. After many sneezes, we are now going to do crowd control. So Mag Storm is like a minigun type thing from what I understand. Mag Pulse is a shotgun. Mag Shear is like an assault rifle. Mag Sniper is a given and Mag Shot is a pistol. I would like a good shotgun. But I also don't have a ton of heavy weapons. So... go Mag Storm. Fabrication control. Please stand clear. Alright. So we have this. Lawful staggering and Tesla. legendary heavy. So it has 80 barrels, I think. Hold on. 9. No, not quite. Eight by 9. Anyway, it has 72 barrels. Mag of 160. There's your perks. Extra damage to spacer and ecliptics. Chance to stagger. Rounds sometimes emit electricity where they land. That damages and slows nearby targets, which is kind of wild considering how quickly it will blast things. This is the gun. Kind of wild. Juice through ammo very quickly. Anywho. So, that's that. Next.
Recognition. Greetings, Mantis. Awaiting user input.
Alright. So here, never forget. Ileana. I've had this file ready for a while now. If you're seeing it, then the Alliance have finally got to me. Jealousy's a nasty motivator. To think our methods would be so effective, number one would set their finger on the scale and turn everyone else against me. So much for keeping things above board. Little do they know what's to come. I know you know this, but it bears repeating. Justice alone isn't enough to shield you. You have to be ruthless where I fell short. Screw forgiveness, screw compromise. I don't have to tell you what happens when criminals run loose. The only way, our way. Only one way, our way, keeps history from repeating. Execute every last one of them, and everything else will fall into place. Don't let people suffer from a broken system the way your parents did. Let my sacrifice be a reminder. Never let your guard down and do what needs to be done. Remember this mission above all else. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. Cast away any doubts you may have still had. There's only one way left to save them from themselves. You know what to do, Mantis. Yep, okay. Encrypted message. Opening file. Authenticating. Success. Ileana. Arcus was a loss, but I recovered what I could. Loberon will do for now. Keep moving and save whatever you're working on for the next drop. My old contact at Reliant was pulling the strings there, so it's ready and waiting for us. They're paid well not to ask questions, but you know what needs to be done if they do. Do a final sweep before we move to the next phase and seal off any wings I don't need. Get in touch with Erica. See if she has any spare A's or S's to replace the ones you keep ruining. I'm assuming that's like robots, like class robots. Like Model A, Model S. Of the different security drones. Maybe? I don't know. Once that's done, go dark. I'll contact you the usual way. V. Not Volk, just V. Ileana. Ecliptic near AAVI. AA6? I don't know. They tend not to stray far from the nest. I expect that you'll investigate and locate wherever they're holding up now. Once you find their outpost, bring me their names. All of them. We lost the old HQ due to oversights like this, not to mention that leak on the mag designs I lifted. You need to be better. V. And this one? Oh, Hack Master Lock. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm gonna skip this as well, for your benefit, Bodlings. So I'll see you on the other side. We have a lot that can only go in this outer ring. Is there a 3-banger that can only go on the outside? There's that one. Maybe it's these two. And then... second ring... You're so tempted to buy Octavia instruments, but I know that that's useless and I should not. I mean, it's your platinum. Spend it on what you want when it comes down to it. Are the weapons anything beyond cosmetic for her? Ah, we've got 2 different options there. Right. Want to spend it on color palettes, but those are 75. So with color palettes, I know it's super tempting. That's one thing that I'm like, don't bother. Every time they have an event, they give away free color palettes. They have so many free color palettes that come out. You don't need specific colors of color palette. The instruments are only cosmetic, like they change the sound of the manticore, the manticore and nothing else. So yeah, I won't buy those. I have the free Easter one. Yeah, like they give away free palettes almost monthly. Every couple of months. But I need classic saturated so badly. Yeah, but you don't though. You do, but you don't. You'll get plenty. You will get plenty. We got this one, but we don't have a 4 that's close enough to be able to do that. So let's spin it around to here. Then get a double pronger here. Not many that'll go on second ring. I think using this on first ring is a mistake then. We'll use this on second ring. And then we'll get a single that'll go on second ring as well. That'll only go there. There's nothing that'll go with it. Okay. Do that. Do that. Alright, so if these two will go out here, then what'll go on the inner ring? This one. And a single. Alright, cool. Alright. Here we go. The mission. All diseases have a cure. When a disease is left to fester, the host dies. The deeper the disease, the more drastic the measure. Sometimes medicine, a balm, or a bandage is enough to withstand it, but there are times when it must be cut from the host entirely, so that the body might survive. Crime has been a disease for as long as civilization has existed, and we've let it fester. How long have we let the people up top decide a fine and a slap on the wrist can take the place of actual reprisal? These lowlives have gotten too comfortable, knowing that they'll never face real consequences so long as the credits keep flowing. About time that changed. The real Mantis understood this. He knew that meaningful action begets meaningful change. The only way to deal with criminals is to hunt them to extinction. Those that came after grew up in a dull world and got too complacent. They let a society too weak to manage itself poison their minds, and Dorian was the worst of them all. All the frauds who came after, claiming to continue the Mantis' legacy, loved to forget their history, but I remember the original vision those legends were inspired by. It's high time I remind the systems why they should fear the Mantis. Cool. Succession. I thought there was hope when number 1 finally turned to me instead of them. I thought giving me the green light back into the field was enough. I was wrong. I should have known it was all just a means to an end. Happy to reap the benefits of my work while the rabble get out of hand, but too weak to accept the methods needed to maintain them. In the end, I played the good little soldier and stepped down. I'm sure that bought me some time. But I'll have to step up things with Ileana. Making my move by force was never the ideal, but you've got to act on contingencies. You taught me that. You also taught me not to reveal my hand until I was ready to play it. So it's a good thing that I've kept her under wraps all these years. If you all got in her head before I was finished with it... What? If you all got in her head before I was finished with it, there's no telling how she might have been screwed up. And I've done my part, and now she belongs to me and me alone. And when I let her loose on the ones in the Alliance still in my way, they'll see just how effective my methods can be. There's no saving them anymore. This is bullshit. I should be the one to succeed number 1, and they pick them after the amount of criminals I worked to put down, years of my life wasted in service to a backstabber, cleaning up the Alliance's messes, and this is how they thank me? Another suspension and a slap in the fucking face. Those bleeding hearts think that peace can be upheld with more laws, ideals, and petty words. Asinine. If those were enough, people wouldn't need beg for the trackers in the first place. But now I know neither one of them is going to admit that they need me to make it all work. And at this point, I'm over it. I'm done waiting for the leads. I'm done waiting to lead the Trackers Alliance. If they won't hand it over, it's time for me to take control myself. Oh, oh, big man. Oh, big tough guy. Big tough guy, big man, tough guy. We should have unlocked that master block one at the top, right? Master access console. Protocol, crowd control. It's unlocked elsewhere. I did! Didn't I? Pretty sure I did.
If I may. Ka-ching.
Don't ever say that again. We can build here, but we're limited. Yeah, we're limited on stuff. That's okay.
Holy sh! I ain't never getting used to that.
You don't have black in the normal default ones? Okay. Well, I think we've got everything. Whenever I walk over in this area, he keeps saying ka-ching. And like, whoa, that's super valuable or whatever, but
Looks
I
like
can't.
things are going our way.
See? But I don't know why. I think it's because all this shit's in the ground. Vulcan Ileana. At least you won a few games, eh? Alright, I think we're all thinged out. I don't think there's anything else down here either.
Recognition. Greetings, Mantis.
Hey, man. I don't think there's anything else in the hangar either. Ooh. I didn't know you could open that up. That's sick. But this is technically outdoors, eh? There you go. Bit of trauma pack. Alright. We'll take this back to Aquila. Oh, settle down, man. We'll take this back to Aquila and we'll, skip to anything interesting that happens. I'm gonna land here just so that we can, If I've forgotten to cut these moments out, by the way, Vodlings, please let me know, because I'm just not talking for them. I'm just hanging out. But I hope I've cut them out. Because it is supposed to be a mini-sode. You have your railjack? Ah, yeah, now you've got to build it. I know you've built it, but now you've got to build it. It's going to take forever. Wait, this isn't the Astra residence. Why the fuck am I here? I don't want to be in here. Taking pain damage. I can't fast travel when I'm taking damage. Thought it was going to be longer after what you said. Yeah, it will.
Captain?
Yeah, you're going to be there. Now you have to wait 7 days so that you can build the driver's license. Uh-huh. And then there's another 30 days to build the keys. Pretty crazy. Trying to fast travel, mate. The keys are really what takes the longest to build with the railjack. Then you got to fill out the paperwork, get all the permits for it. Because you can't fill out the paperwork and get the permits for it until after you've actually built the keys and the license, which is pretty crazy. Register. Cure all afflictions, please. Ah. Good. Good. Since we're back here, let's do our little inventory tango.
Share the wealth, right?
Not quite, Sam, not quite. I love you. Don't remember giving him that. What ammo does it use? Oh, it doesn't matter. I didn't mean to take all 13 of them, but alright. Take all resources. Okay.
Catch up with you later.
Oh yeah, and the in-person railjack driving school for my Cephalon. Got to pay the devs for that too. Yep, exactly. And they only take IRL Platinum, which is like a whole separate thing. Like, you have to get your hands on real Platinum, and that costs a mint. It's going to cost a whole bunch of money. Like, it's a lot of effort, you know? A lot of effort for what is effectively like you know. I was going to say not that great, but being in a railjack is actually pretty fucking sick. Like, I'm not going to lie. I love the railjack shit. Say as the same. Do we have like food packs or anything stupid? $40 grapes, no thanks. Snack pack, soba. Have any UC battle meals? Yeah.
Noted. Auxiliaries posture degrades with increased carry
We
weight.
managed to carry all that.
Shut the fuck up, you two. You don't even... Alright. And then... we transfer... We should dump a lot of that on the ship. Ah, fuck it. Gonna keep crowd control with me. Put that in here. Put that in there. Put that in there. I don't need that. That's kind of cool. Rolls, ammo, aid, notes. Resources we can take back on board. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Yep, there we go. Hope you can make it pink. Hey, you can paint it with whatever colors you've got. I'll tell you that right now. I know that for a fact. This one. Oops. Ah, no. The Mantis. Equip. I was gonna actually get rid of the other ones. Equip. Equip. I'll take it for now. Okay. Oh yeah, we should totally like sleep and shit. Maybe 3 hours will be enough.
I'm feeling good now. You feeling good?
Feeling well rested. Feeling refreshed. Good. Bit of breakfast tea. Consume. And we'll take some Grandpa's pick and mix as well. Well, 232 of 13, and I think because we're carrying all these. Yep. This one. I have to go to the terminal and switch it out. Home ship. And then cargo hold. No, not them. I'm like, I am confusion. Store all resources. Excellent. Store. Get the panacea. Keep everything else. Could have sworn it was midday and I only slept 4 hours. Maybe it's 4 a.m. Maybe it's 4 a.m. and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, sorry, not the ship. To the Trackers Alliance. Alright, we'll check the Trackers Alliance, see if there's anything new to say.
Leave no quarter. Show no mercy.
Let's do quick save. Alright, so if you're seeing this bit, Vodlings, it's because there's a different conversation. Or something. Because we read all the things. Or if you're not seeing it, then there's no point in me telling you you're not seeing it. Anyway.
Welcome nod to the stars that align our paths.
The Mantis bounty has been taken care of.
I received confirmation in the system before your arrival. I expected nothing less. If you would indulge me, I would be interested in what exactly transpired. Who did this Mantis turn out to be?
This is where we said that it was actually me. Surprise. Oh, here we go. Volk's secret protege, Ilyana Moretz.
We had no records of any remaining connections to Volk after his discharge, let alone one primed as a successor. A fact he clearly took great pains to conceal. As I mentioned before, Volk had his ambitions while in the Alliance. Perhaps his dissatisfaction with us was more systemic than I had once thought. It is possible this furtive disciple was an attempt at redressing his qualms with our direction. The depth of Tracker's knowledge he imparted to her would service that theory. Was any of this mentioned when you confronted this Ilyana?
Yes. Mentioning Volk hit a sore spot and telling how he messed them up.
Volk was one of our most accomplished interrogators, but even when he got what he needed, it would often devolve into more. People were simply tools to him. There is a fine line between devotion and indoctrination. The effect they both have is undeniable. I would imagine this crusade is one that has been nurtured for a multitude of years shared between them. As for this Mantis, how do you reconcile their ideology? Do you have any doubts as to the decision you made in stopping them?
I did the Ronin thing last time. They had a point. I'm not sure their outlook was completely unjustified. I mean, to an extent. Yeah, okay. They had a point. I don't think it was completely unjustified, but also I didn't necessarily agree with them.
An honest reflection. We all have our notions of vengeance, but a system cannot function based on righteous anger.
Yep.
You saw things from another's perspective, yet you followed through and did what you thought was right. You have exceeded my expectations in taking on this bounty. As high as they were, your payment, well earned. We can return to our work, and the ghosts of our past can once again be put to rest. You have my gratitude, Mantis.
Cool. Excellent.
Mantis, brought in another couple bounties. Hope you're keeping up.
Yeah. Alright. Another one closed. And I was about to say we're wearing the full suit, but you can't see it because I'm dressed. Yeah, we're wearing the Mantis suit. There you go. Mantis clothes, etc. Crowd control is equipped. We are the Mantis. The Mantis 2. Also, all that money and the materials and stuff that we put into the armor. Yeah, we don't need that armor anymore, I suppose. We've got the 2.0 armor, which looks cooler. The first set looked cool, but there was still something that felt very like, I'm a scientist. This actually looks kind of more like a Mantis. But yeah. Anywho, as I said, in the next one, we are going to be continuing on with...
Hey, Keller. I might need to start investing in whatever company makes body bags the way you go through them.
I don't want Roach to be here anymore. But yeah, as I said, in the next one, we're going to be carrying on with Terran Armada. So this was more of just a little follow up on things episode. Hello. But yeah. If you're watching this tomorrow, 10 years from now, or long after I'm gone, you're awesome, and I am sure you'll hear from me again. I'll see you then. In the next one. You know what I mean. Shush. Quiet, you. Okay, bye.